up with this new dating and relationship culture out here? It seems like you got a lot of people out there now. They're not wanting to define what's going on. They don't want to talk about feelings. I mean, how often have you been online and seen a meme or something like that talking about catching feelings in a negative way? Like you might have that one meme where the person stepping over a puddle or something is labeled, the puddle is labeled feelings, and they be like, oops, I won't step in some shit, and they stepping over it. Well, what's wrong with catching feelings? Aren't we human? Or are we robots now? Now I could see if it's too soon, like, you've only been dating a few weeks or something like that. And some people don't want to deal with some of the stressors that they perceive that come along with um, feelings. But I don't know about y'all, but I don't mind catching feelings for the right person. And if it's been a nice amount of time, get to know the person. If it's the right person, come on. Let's catch these feelings. Don't be no punk and try to step over them things, because at the end of the day, you're going to have hardships whether you're with somebody or whether you're not, or whether you have feelings for somebody or you don't. So if you're trying to escape hardship, you might as well just kill yourself, because life is full of that. And to me, good can outweigh the bad. But then let's talk about these people. I was just having a conversation with a friend of mine earlier tonight, and I don't understand. I'm old fashioned when it comes to this. After a certain period of time, we need to have a discussion about where this is going or what we are. It don't have to be no long, drawn out thing or nothing really serious. But I think that, especially by a certain age, what I look like up here talking about some, oh, we just gonna let this flow and see what happens. We're not gonna define this. And it's been like 6, 7, 8 months. What do I look like doing that? To me, it's only one of two reasons why people do that. It could be more, maybe I'm wrong. Number one, they want to still keep their options open, slash be a slut. Some people don't want to just keep their options open, they want to be a slut bag. Number two, they have been, they brought this discussion up before in the past, and it pushed people away. Now, this friend that I had the discussion with tonight, she is one of the ones that is number two. She has brought up in the past and tried to say, oh, we're this, we're that in the past, and it pushed the person away. Well, she's talking to this girl now, and they've been only on 3 dates, so it obviously is too soon for anything like that. But we were just discussing what might happen in the future if she does go and feel like she wants to, bring up that discussion of defining them or taking it to the next level or whatever. Well, she was like, I've done that in the past. I've done that in the past, and I don't want to do that anymore. And it might, push her away. She's going to have to bring the one to bring it up, because I don't want to bring it up. Because it pushed the person away in the past. She was so busy trying to define it. And I told her, at the end of the day, you got to do what's right for you. You really do. However, I also think that at our age, well, she's 27 and I'm 33, so I know damn well I ain't finna be going around talking about nothing like that. But it's true, you gotta do what's right for you. I said, but what if 4 months in, you're feeling like you really want to take it to the next level with her, or you want to claim her as your girl? But I'm sorry, she's the one that made up the 4 months thing. She mentioned 4 months. So I said, what if at 4 months you want to do that? And she said, well, I mean, we've been talking regularly and we've been dating and we've been going out for 4 months. She my girl in my head. She's my girl. And I said, key word, in your head. Do she know that? Because I said, here's what can happen in a situation like this. And this is true. In your head, that person is your girl or your man or whatever. But in their head, they don't know that because nothing's been discussed. All right, now here's the good thing about defining things and putting titles. You know your boundaries, right? If you know that you're this person's girl or their man, then you know not to do certain things. It's already defined. Y'all can talk about what's acceptable, what's not, or you don't talk about that and it's just kind of known because you're their girl. So I said, if she doesn't know, what if you find out that she's talking to other people or another person? You're not going to feel so good. But you might feel some kind of way, but you really have no right, because she didn't know that she was your girl. Now, in this particular situation, the woman already said until a discussion is had about taking it to that next level and being in a relationship, then I like to keep my options open. She's already told her this. I said, but you're not going to have this talk with her. You just going to let her bring it up? Which, by the way, I think is fine. What the girl said, that she likes to keep her options open and date other people in the beginning till the discussion said, I think that's good. However, for the other person, that lets you know that if you're really feeling her, you need to claim her. I'm sorry, if I like somebody and I think it's an appropriate period of time has passed, I'm not just going to let you walk around. I'm going to try to lock you down, because the reality is that until you have that discussion, if somebody is talking to someone else, then you really have no right to feel some kind of way. And I think when you get past a certain age, what's wrong with having that talk? It don't even have to be anything long and drawn out, but there needs to be some boundaries set. There needs to be some discussion of, I'm sorry, I'm gonna, well, I'm not sorry, I don't know why I keep saying that. I'm gonna even go as far to say, where is this going? Where do you see us headed? Because I'm 33. I'll be 34 next year. What the hell I look like talking about, oh, we just gonna let this flow, we just gonna see where this goes, and it's 6-7 months in. If you don't know where it's going by 6-7 months and y'all been talking regularly and or going out, especially if you've been intimate, which you probably have by that time, especially in this day and age, and you just tell them, oh, I don't want to define this, I just want to let it flow. What the hell I look like doing that, and I'm 34 years old? I'm pushing up on 40. Reality. That sounds stupid. Now I can see it maybe if you're a little younger, if you're in high school, that's some high school shit. But again, I want to stress whatever works for you, but I feel like a lot of people use that as an out when they push people away. And I told her all this. I said, but at the end of the day, do what's right for you. That's just my opinion. I feel like some people use this as an out when they push people away in the past, with this discussion. And if I push someone away, then they're not the one for me, because I feel like if I can't have an open discussion with you, that's a problem. And me having that open discussion doesn't necessarily mean you have to agree with me, but at least we're putting it out there instead of, oh, I'm just going to let this flow and not define it. But then when someone, the other person does something I don't like in the future, then I'm getting upset, but I never claim. You see what I'm saying? So I warn her that you might be waiting for her to bring it up, but she might not be the one to bring it up. Furthermore, because she's a lesbian, I'm always assuming that there are in gay relationships at least, and sometimes in heterosexual relationships too, you have the more aggressive partner, and then you have the more I like to call it laid back, whatever. For more, I don't want to say submissive, but more laid back partner. The person who's going to bring up stuff first in these situations. And I'm thinking she's the natural aggressor in a relationship, usually. And the other girl, I don't think is. So I'm like, how you just gonna let her bring that up? She might not have an aggressive personality where she brings stuff up first. Or maybe she does. I don't know. I just feel like this new culture where they don't want to talk about feelings. Oh, nobody talk about feelings. Nobody talk about titles. I feel like it's almost more acceptable to tell someone fuck you than I love you. If I love somebody, I'm gonna tell them. I don't care. If it's been a reasonable amount of time, I don't understand that. What's wrong with telling someone that you care about them, that you care about their well-being? That's a crime now? That's sad. Y'all, it's a sad age we live in. It really is. You don't hear people make songs you hear people make songs about love, but you'll hear songs talking about fuck love, get money, or fuck a feeling, money over bitches. And I'm like, nah, I'm all for money. I love money. Okay. Anybody that knows me know that. But you need a balance in life. And I'm not gonna say fuck love, get money. Okay. In money I trust, but I also trust in love. Because love can lift you up and help you make more money, because it gives you a positivity in your life, the right love. Okay. Those toxic loves, no. But it's disheartening to see, and I want to get you guys' opinion. Weigh in, leave your comments. Um, uh, I don't know. I just don't understand people these days. I'm sorry, I don't understand people these days. I really don't. It don't make no sense to leave a title off something. This is the example I gave my friend. I said, what if I had a bottle of Sprite and I peeled off the label and I put it in the trash? And then when company comes over, I say, hey, I got something for you to drink in the refrigerator. Do you want some? It's a clear carbonated beverage. It's caffeine free. It's very popular and it's made by the Coca-Cola company. Would you like some? It's like we dancing all around the fact. And they're like, yeah, give me some of that. And it's like we're dancing all around the fact that this is Sprite. Everybody knows it's Sprite, but nobody will say it. Would you do that? Does that make sense? I actually have a situation like this. I'm not going to go into it on here, but I told, well, I just said I wasn't going to go into it, but let me just say this. You don't want to not define what's going on. You want to be clear. You want to have that talk. I think, especially if you're of a certain age, it's just silly. Why are we dancing around this? If you know y'all are dating, because to me, dating is just the stage. This is how I define it, of before a relationship, but not necessarily leading up to one where you're getting to know each other, going out, whatever. It's just that getting to know one another, going out stage where you're not together, but um you're not in a relationship, but you're still kind of together in a sorts. You might be dating other people, you might not. But what's wrong with calling it dating if that's what you're doing anyway? That's what I understand. You know you're doing it, but you don't want to say it. I don't get it. Maybe it's just me. Like, if you went in the grocery store, you wouldn't want it to be no labels on everything. You wouldn't want to have to play a fucking guessing game. I wonder what this is. Is this cinnamon? Let me smell it. Ooh, no. Let me go to another one. Like, labels help y'all. It don't make no sense to do that. So why would you do this? Weigh in below. Let me know what you think.